Okay, Spirit of the Most High allowed me to find it, and it's in concerning, why we say first day, and you hear him say it first day of the seventh month, fourth day. We heard that. So go to Exodus 23, and let's see what's next. 13. Exodus 23 and 13. Look, y'all. It said, and in all things that I have said unto you, be circumspect. Be circumspect. This is what he said. And make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. So that's pretty serious. You think about it. Because they have us do things that we're not supposed to do. They having us doing it, and you will go to your grave saying you had to do it. And we get, used to following the way of the heathen, calling in their gods. And we just talk about the days of the week. First day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day. We just heard him say the first day of what? Month. The seventh month. He didn't say what they call it now. See, they named it after their name. They named the lands after their names, the people after their names, everything. We got their last name in this captivity. So, the Most High told us not. He said, and make no mention of the name of other gods, neither let it be heard out of thy mouth. That's what he told us. He told us this. Now, if we're going to follow it, that's something different. But he told us what he told us. So don't let it be heard out of thy mouth. So it's very important that we change, consider our ways and change. You can say first day, second day, third day, fourth day, fifth day, sixth day, seventh day. And as we do, more people will start doing it. Then we just, be mindful of each other. What we say and what we do. That way we can learn, that's something we can learn from each other in practice. Going back to Ezra, showing you how we operated and dealing with the people, and the people was what? They asked them, going to hear the law. But see, we've been programmed not to hear the law because they said we ain't under the law, so who wants to hear the law? Who want to know about rules and regulations? Oh, there's enough rules and regulations, we got to follow the land. But who really want to hear what the Most High have to say concerning what's right and wrong? That's why initially when I open up the class and I open up with 2nd Ezra, the 7th chapter, verse 75 on down, showing you what happened after death. It was all because not following the laws of the Most High. That people are going to be tormented. Some people don't want to hear that because they think everything is going to be sweet and kind and cool. it's not. But Nehemiah 9:3. And they stood up in their place and read in the book of the law of the Most High their power, 1/4 part of the day. That's 6 hours. They read in the law of the Most High their power, 1/4 part of the day. And another 4th part they confessed and worshiped the Most High their power. See? This is serious. And the reason why I say this because it's very important that our people know. We could say keep the laws all you want to, but if they don't, they ain't gonna read them themselves. They ain't going over them. That's why we gotta bring it forth, brothers and sisters. We gotta, this seems, kind of hard when you think about it, but Israel is hard-headed, stiff-necked. They don't want to do what's right. They want to do it their own way. And their own way ain't never worked. Some people doing the same thing over and over again, don't never work. The results are disaster after disaster after disaster, then they wonder why. Because he gave us curriculum to go by. Look, go to Nehemiah, the 8th chapter. This street teaching right here. Nehemiah, the 8th chapter. And verse 1 again. And all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street that was before the water gate. So in the street, all the people. And they spake unto Ezra the scribe to bring the book of the law of Moses. See? They wanted to learn the law of the Most High. Which the Most High had commanded to Israel. Hear that? The laws of Moses, which the Most High commanded to Israel, we the Israelites. And Ezra the priest brought the law before the congregation, both of men and women, and all that could hear with understanding, for the first day of the 7th month. In the street. It's the first day of the 7th month, feast of what? Trumpets. And he read therein before the street, that was before the water gate, from the morning until midday. Hear what he said? Nehemiah 8:3. And he read therein, verse 3, before the street, that was before the water gate, from the morning to midday. From morning to midday. Before the men and the women, and those that could understand. And the ears of all the people were attentive unto the book of the law. Street teaching. Ears of the people were attentive to the book of the law. Ezra the scribe stood upon a pulpit of wood. So he stood on a pulpit of wood, that's above the people, which they had made for the purpose. And beside him stood Mattathiah and Shema and Ananiah and Irijah and Hilkiah and Maaseiah on his right hand, on the right side of him. And on his left hand, Pedaiah and Mishael and Malchiah and Hasum and Hashbadana, Zechariah and Meshullam. Listen. So he had so many men on his right hand, so many on his left hand. And Ezra opened the book in the sight of all the people, the book of the law of the Most High, for he was above all the people. And when he opened it, all the people stood up. So he's sitting like on a platform above the people. All the people stood up. And Ezra blessed the Most High, the great power. All praise to the Most High. And all the people answered and said, well, they put there, with lifting up their hands, and they bowed their heads and worshiped the Most High power with their faces to the ground. That's for humility. And I say that because, you know, when I ask people what it means, they said, so be it, so be it. Like, the Most High, you pray, you say that, whatever you pray and ask for, so be it. Like the Most High is supposed to do it for you. And also, you add Ra to the end of that, you got Amen. It's like your Most High. They set him up as a God. That's so much I can say. Listen, verse 7. Also, Joshua and Benai and Jerobiah, Jamin, Ukkah, Shabbathah, Hodijah, Maaseiah, Kelita, Azariah, Jozabad, Hanah, Peleah, and the Levites caused the people to understand the law. One read, these are men that could break it down. They caused the people to understand the law. And the people stood in their place. So they read in the book, in the law of the Most High distinctly before the Israelites and gave the sense. They read and they gave the understanding of what they was reading and caused them to understand the reading. See? That's what it's about. That's street teaching right there. I mean, to tell you, look. And all the people gathered themselves together as one man into the street. Can't get no clearer than that. That was before the water gate. And they spake to Ezra, the scribe, to bring the book of the law of Moses, which the Most High had commanded to Israel. That's first and foremost, people. Surely we're going to observe all the meanings of the scripture, but that should be first, because our people, they don't understand. They don't understand. That's why you go to Proverbs 1 and 20. That's what they'll use to go against this, but it's part of what we got to do too. But we got to teach our people the laws. Not just tell them they got to come back to the laws. They ain't going to do that. They ain't did it on their own already. They ain't going to do it. That's why Ezra's people, it was a difference, because our people wanted to hear what would please the Most High. Because they love him. He said, if you love me, keep my commandments. Commandments are not grievous, so love the Most High. 1 John 5 and 3. Verse 20. Wisdom cried without. She uttered her voice in the streets. Wisdom is proper application of knowledge. So how you have proper application of knowledge, having wisdom, you don't even know what the Most High says in his laws, his rules and regulations. It says she cried in the chief place of the concourse, in the openings of the gates. Like it was the opening of the water gates right there. They just told you. In the street. In the city she cried her words, saying, how long, ye simple ones, will ye love simplicity? And the scorners delight in their scorning, and fools hate knowledge. See? So we got to go to the chief place of concourse, where our people are, first and foremost, to teach Israel. Bring them back to the Most High. So he'll love us again. And set us free forever and ever and ever. Turn you at my reproof. Behold, I will pour out my spirit upon unto you. I will make known my words unto you. See? We, first and foremost, we can say keep the laws all we want to. But if we ain't going over the laws and they can hear the laws, this is right, this is wrong, and spending that time, they spend what? 6 hours going over the laws and getting understanding. And afterward, they start confessing. Once they hear the laws, they start confessing. repenting. We say keep the laws and repent, but once they hear the laws, so they start repenting. Then you can see, wow, the people who we really are. And not just bring them down and tear them down because they don't know. They don't know if you ain't taught it to them. You gotta teach it to them. But we can't use the law to bash people because they don't know. They don't know. They don't know. What do they know? So I say, how long you simple ones when you love simplicity? It's our people. And the scoffers, scorners, delight in their scorning. And fools hate knowledge. That's our people. They don't know no better. They stiff-necked, hard-headed, but you gotta still, this is what's right. Go over the laws. One dude wanted to tear me up behind going over the dietary law. Still went through it. Talking about that pork. Well, people love that pork. You can't tell me about no pork. We gotta do all the things that the word says. But you see what Ezra did. And you see how he put himself with not only he's righteous. He's righteous. Ezra is righteous. Got a book concerning him. You think it mattered? Didn't matter. He still said we are wicked. We have broken the laws of the Most High. Therefore, we as a nation had to pay for it. Regardless of how you want to look at it. But see, our people want to try and find a way to be self-righteous and so forth. You better check yourself. Look. Do what the Most High did. Go to Ezekiel 21:1. And the word of the Most High came unto me, who was Ezekiel, saying, Son of man, set thy face toward Jerusalem, toward the Israelites. The land is just the land. And drop thy word toward the holy places, and prophesy against the land of Israel. And say to the land of Israel, Thus said the Most High, Behold, I am against thee. Man ain't do nothing. Talking to the people that's on that land, the Israelites. And will draw forth my sword out of his sheath, and will cut off from thee. Say, gonna cut off from the land of Israel, Jerusalem, the land that the Most High loved. Listen, the righteous and the wicked. Hear what he's saying? Gonna cut off from the land of Israel, the righteous, those that's keeping the laws of the Most High, and the wicked, those that are not. You ready for that? Seeing then that I will cut off from thee the righteous and the wicked, therefore shall my sword go forth out of his sheath against all flesh from the south to the north. He said his sword gonna go forth from the sheath from the south to the north, y'all. That all flesh may know that I, the Most High, have drawn forth my sword out of his sheath. It shall not return anymore. Sigh therefore, thou son of man, with the breaking of thy loins. So I'm breaking you down, tearing your butt up. And with bitterness, sigh before their eyes. See? But it's going to take a humbling of this sort for this to happen. Because you're going to cry before the Most High. Verse 7, they said, it shall be. They shall, when they say unto thee, wherefore sighest thou? That thou shalt answer, for the tidings because it cometh. Every heart shall melt. That's humility. Every mind gonna melt, and all hands shall be feeble, and every spirit shall faint, and all knees shall be weak as water. Behold, it cometh, and shall be brought to pass, said the Most High Power. And that's what happened to us. He the one made us like that, to be weak. The spirit, faintness, so forth, being feeble, and your mind's melting. But we don't have the truth anymore. And he sent his messengers now in these last days to bring it back to you, and some of you still don't want to hear it. Doesn't mean the heathen knew. They know. See, y'all, you don't know what they know. The Bible tells us. Ezekiel 39:23. Most I took the righteous and the wicked. I say that because some of you think that it's wrong when the Mashiach shall come back and judge and make war, that the other nations should go into captivity, slavery, and bondage, as we did. It's just going to be in the righteous kingdom. They're working, everybody working now. It's going to be working for the Most High, the Mashiach, Yahushua, and the 12 tribes of Israel. That's it. Our gates going to be open 24/7. That the forces of the Gentiles may be brought there, so that we have rest. You mean this Bible? We in slavery. Ezekiel in slavery. Isaiah in slavery. Under these other nations. Ezekiel 39:23. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their iniquity. We went into captivity for our sins, our wickedness, breaking the Most High's laws. These other nations know that. Remember, we scattered among them, and they know that the righteous and the wicked went into captivity, slavery, and bondage. Like that movie they showed, what's that, 12 Years a Slave? Man was innocent, he was a free man. And the heathen shall know that the house of Israel went into captivity for their sin, iniquities, because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. See? The Most High did it. Remember, he rules in the kingdom of men and set it over it whomsoever he will. Set it over at the bases of men. Because they trespassed against me. Therefore hid I my face from them, and gave them into the hand of their enemies. So fell they all by the sword. See? According to their uncleanness and according to their transgressions have I done unto them. And hid my face from them. Therefore, thus said the Most High Power, now will I bring again the captivity of Jacob, and have mercy upon the whole house of Israel, and will be jealous for my holy name. See, his name is within our name. That's what he tells them. After that they have borne their sin, we carried our shame, and all their trespasses, that we broke the laws of the Most High, whereby they have trespassed against me and our forefathers, not only us, but our forefathers, when they dwelt safely in their land, and none made them afraid. See? When I have brought them again from the people, and gathered them out of their enemies' lands, and am sanctified in them in the sight of many nations, then shall they know that I am the Most High, their power. That's a pronoun showing ownership again. Their power, which causes them to be led into captivity among the heathen. But I have gathered them unto their own land, and have left none of them any more there. Hear that? He's going to gather us into our own land and left none of us in these heathen lands. Neither will I hide my face any more from them. Just the kingdom. For I have poured out my spirit upon the house of Israel, said the Most High Power. Who live in a house? Family. So he poured out his spirit upon the house, the family of Israel, said the Most High Power. Hallelujah. See? And you see in the next verse, in the 25th year of our captivity, in the beginning of the year, in the 10th day of the month, see? The 10th day of the month. He ain't calling on no gods of these days of the week. 10th day of the month. In the 14th year after that the city was smitten, in the selfsame day the hand of the Most High was upon me and brought me thither. See? I'm just here to show you that this is what we did. In the 10th day of the month. I told you that. That's very important. So we have a power. The power of powers of powers, the Most High. We got to serve him in righteousness the best way we can. You see, when you look at the churches, they'll tell you in a minute, we ain't under the law. But they'll go here. They'll say we're under the law of the land, though, which we are. So I go to Romans 13. They'll take you here. But what about the laws of the Most High? That's why you can go on my YouTube page, Preach Thaahwam, and just type in going over the laws. And all these laws going to come up. Going over the laws. They'll take you here, Romans 13:1. Let every soul be subject unto the higher powers. For there is no power but of the Most High. Remember, the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men? Instead of over here, over it, whosoever he will, instead of over it, the basis of men. Paraphrasing, what we just read in Daniel 4:17. So that every soul be subject unto the higher powers. This is Romans 13:1. For there is no power but of the Most High. Powers that be are ordained of the Most High. So the powers that be, the Most High said, it's your time to rule. They're ordained of the Most High. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the orders of the Most High. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. So resist the power of who the Most High have set up, you're going to receive to yourself damnation. For rulers are not a terror to good works, so the rulers are not a terror to good works. You're doing what's right, following the laws of the Most High. But to the evil, wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, which is keeping of the laws of the Most High. We'll go to Romans 7:12 right quick. Do that which is good. Wherefore the law is holy, and the commandment holy, and just and good. Do that which is good, which is keeping the laws of the Most High. Salakia. Verse 2 of Romans the 13th chapter. Whosoever therefore will resist the power, resisteth the orders of the Most High. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. For the rulers are not a terror to good works. You know, you're keeping the laws of the Most High in your works. But to the evil, wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Do that which is good, keep the laws of the Most High, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of the Most High to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, he be afraid. You do that which is evil, be afraid. For he beareth not the sword in vain, For he is the minister of the Most High, a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. He's set up for that. You do evil, and he's going to get you. Wherefore you must needs be subject not only for wrath, but also for conscience sake. See? Say, for this cause pay ye tribute also, but they are the Most High's ministers, attending continually upon this very thing. See? That tribute is them taxes. Pay your dues. Render therefore, verse 7, to all their dues. Render therefore to all their dues. Tribute to whom tribute is due, custom to whom custom, fear to whom fear, honor to whom honor. Owe no man anything but to love one another, Israel. For he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. Going to the laws right here. For this, thou shalt not commit adultery. That's the law. Exodus 20th chapter. For you the New Testament buffs that say we ain't under the law. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt not kill, which is murder. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not bear false witness. Thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in this saying, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Love worketh no ill to his neighbor, the neighbor of Israel, when you read Leviticus 19th chapter. Therefore, love is a feeling of the law, because you got to love the Most High with our heart, mind, and soul, and strength, and love thy neighbor as thyself. All the law based upon those two principles: how we love the Most High, and how we love each other as the Israelites. 613 laws based upon those principles: moral laws, civil laws, dietary laws, ceremonial laws, and sacrificial laws. Sacrificial law was done away with when the Mashiach Yahushua gave his precious blood, that we may have an atonement to the Most High. He turned his face, like he told you, he hid his face from us, turned his face away from us. But the Mashiach Yahushua, his only begotten Son, came and died for us, the children of Israel, oh wretched us that we are. He came and died for us, therefore the Most High faced us again in his love. See, Romans 12 and 5. For we being many are one body by Hashem, Mashiach Yahushua, in the name of the Lord and Savior. And every one members one of another. We members one of another. We got to keep that in mind. Having then gifts differing according to the grace, getting something you don't deserve, that is given to us, whether prophecy, let us prophesy, according to the proportion of faith, or ministry, let us wait on our ministering, or he that teaches on teaching, or he that exhorteth on exhortation, he that giveth, let him do it with simplicity, he that ruleth with diligence, he that showeth mercy with cheerfulness. Let love be without dissimulation. Abhor that which is evil. He said, hate that which is evil. Cleave to that which is good. See, we got to come to that understanding, because I mean, people, they don't understand that. They not rolling like that. They accepting whatever it is that's being brought upon them that's good. See? And thinking it's okay, it's not okay. At all, people. understand this, overstand this point. See, Israel want to follow whatever it is that's in. They want to follow it, and when they end up jacked up, then you want to cry to the Most High and say, "Hey, I ain't gonna listen. I ain't listening to you. I'm gonna laugh at you." He said. Then when you call on Him, you ain't used to call on Him. You ain't been called on Him. Then He gonna mock you, make fun of you, because you thought it's a joke. You think it's not. You don't think it's serious as it is. So with that, I'm gonna conclude this part of the lesson. I'm going to continue on though, because it's very important that we continue in this and, you know, do the right things before the Most High. If you'd like to get more information, you can reach me, Priest Thaahwam, at P.O. Box 20012, Long Beach, California, 90801-3012. And with that, I'm out. Shalom.